Let's check in with LAPD Detective Jamie McBride. Again, he's back with us live tonight. So, Detective, last time you were on, you scared the bejesus out of us. Now we know the feds have sent in reinforcements. A lot of the officers who were out with COVID are back. Are you feeling better now?
Well, you know what? I'm glad that we're getting some assistance, but even with the numbers of officers out there on COVID that are back, we're still down 700 officers from defunding the police. And it's great that we're going to have all the security around the station. But what about the other 364 days a year and throughout the rest of the city? Now, we're going to be going on max deployment that day, meaning nobody's going to have a day off, and they're calling officers in. But what they're not going to be out in the street, though. They're going to be staging in certain areas of the city just in case the LA Rams win and there's some kind of crazy celebration. Right. We can have a mobile field force that can respond. So it's not like you're going to have more officers out on the street. They're going to be staging in certain areas. I'm just hoping it all goes well. But still, you know, you're safe around the stadium. But everywhere else in the city, I'm still telling people it's best to watch it at home and tune into NBC because that's the only place you're going to be safe.
Yeah, how does this work with the feds, Detective? How do these officers work? Will they basically concentrate on the area around the stadium and allow you and your officers to cover the rest of the city?
Well, police agencies will always take the lead on anything within the city jurisdictions. The feds will only come in and they'll just be like an asset that we have to help us in any type of information that comes in that might be a possible threat. Otherwise, it's still going to be the police department that's going to take the lead on any type of enforcement and security.
So what is the plan, Detective? What does the detail look like? We know that there are going to be a lot of people there around the stadium especially, and a lot of area to cover.
You know, I think the area around there is going to be safe because you're going to have a lot of assets there. You're going to have a lot of law enforcement there. But remember, you still got to travel through our city to get to that stadium. And that's where you can run into some trouble. Just like when the Forum was there in the 80s and we had crime that was going crazy in the 80s, people used to get off the 110 freeway and drive to the Forum, and they used to get in all kinds of carjackings and robberies and everything else. So there still is that maze you got to cross through to get to the stadium, and that's going to be a concern for all of us.
Yeah, at one point you had also said, and that's where you landed on our radar, don't come to L.A. because we can't guarantee you'll be safe. Do you still feel that way?
Yes, I think your best day for safety might be the Super Bowl just because we have just a lot of people working that day. But the rest of the 364 days a year, I'm still telling people we still can't keep you safe. When I look at the alerts every day and I see that we're getting people shot all over the place daily, murdered daily. Remember, we're up 54% in homicides and shootings since 2019. And with somebody like our district attorney, George Gascon, who's not holding people accountable, it's like a revolving door here. Until George Gascon's gone and we get politicians elected that put public safety first and politics second, then we might see a turnaround. So we're praying for the new mayor's race coming up, and hopefully the recall on George Gascon comes through and George Gascon will be a name of the past. But until then, the best thing to do is visit other cities. Don't come to Los Angeles.
Is there a chance these federal officers who are coming in to help, Detective, will stick around for a few days? Is that the plan right now, assuming the Rams win and there is a need for additional support for your troops in the city?
You know what? It sounds nice hearing that we have the federal agencies here helping us out. But I've been in law enforcement for 31 years, and mostly they're going to be behind the scenes. You're not going to see any type of federal protection out there doing anything. They're really intel. That's all they do. Huh. And if they stick around, it's very little for us.
Wow. All right. Well, we'll hope for the best. There's a busy week ahead for all of you out there in L.A. Detective Jamie McBride from the LAPD. We appreciate the time. Good to see you.
You too, Joe. Thank you.
The lead announcement.